Welcome to Robert Morris Photography, Learning to See, presented by yours truly, Jeff McSweeney. This little podcast will do a quick review of the syllabus. Sometimes in class I drone on a little long, so this will be a challenge to me for trying to keep it as short and sweet as possible. First, you should have a copy of the syllabus in front of you, downloaded from the class website or from the education page from my website, jeffmcsweeney.com. We start off with goals. The goals of the class is to learn basic camera operation, composition basics, and be tested on it in the final exam. Robert Morris does not want to emphasize the students investing way too much in technical equipment when they don't have to. And I agree with that philosophy. I think you can learn a lot about photography, composition, editing, and uploading to a website through using your iPhone, your cell phone camera, or a relatively inexpensive camera. Later on in life, from what you learn from this class, you can decide if you want to invest in a more expensive camera, and we'll be talking about that throughout the course of the class. One of the first assignments is going to be photographing the alphabet in nature. This is a term-long assignment due near the end of the class. And I want you to go around taking pictures. This is summarized in another podcast, so I'm not going to go into detail here. Another one is going to be to learn the photojournalistic approach. You're going to be creating a 28-day diary incorporating both pictures and words in support of those pictures. You're going to see an ebb and flow in class. Some people take better landscape photos. Some people take better portraits. Some people can express themselves much better in photojournalism, putting those words and pictures together. This assignment is a day-by-day, one picture a day for the whole term. Excuse me. And we're going to put it together in a book or in Flickr and put those words with the pictures. In addition to this, you're going to be doing 3 major assignments, including a landscape architecture assignment, still life, and portraiture. We'll be covering those in detail in other podcasts, so I won't go any further now. You're going to be learning criticism by reviewing select classmate work in class and talking about your work and their work. As we've developed this electronic version of the class, kind of mixing the in-class and the online versions, there was questions came up, can we do criticism online? And I've not really found a model yet that I'm comfortable with doing criticism online. I think it's more important to see it in person, to hear it, to be able to give it, and to learn. This is one of the really important things about attendance in class as well, because you're going to be learning and giving criticism, and it's crucial for the learning process. You're going to learn to see and expand that sense as you expand other senses in your life. I know people that are audiophiles, those who can hear music really well with their ears. Just what else would you hear it with? That they hear music really well and very specifically. And sometimes we get lazy with our eyes. We just say, oh, there's a picture of a tree, snap a picture of a tree. We don't really fully explore the beauty of a tree or whatever it is that we're photographing at the time. This class is going to help you take that time, explore your subjects, and find deeper beauty. You're going to be creating images that are interesting to an audience, not just the photographer. You can take pictures of Grandma. Grandma's very important to you. Grandma makes you the best cookies. And you can take a snapshot of Grandma and show it to class and be all offended that nobody likes the picture of Grandma because you're personalizing it. That's not the goal. We have to take pictures that are not just interesting to you, but interesting to others. Not that everybody has to like it, but it's one of the qualifications of this class is that other people have to be responding well to it. To learn about a contemporary photographer, there are 2 papers in this class. One is a contemporary photographer. That's somebody that's living, could be dead. You want to talk about their work. 1,500 words, that's approximately 4 pages, and a 10-minute presentation. You'll be learning the basics of digital imaging, applying photographic lessons, editing. You'll be using Flickr to edit, to upload your pictures, Some people still have iPhoto. Instagram is another very popular option these days. I see these tools as helping complete your vision. So I think it's really important that you get comfortable with manipulating your pictures, cropping them, making it a black and white, doing some other funky things to it to best communicate your vision. That's the primary goal of the class. You're going to be creating a comprehensive body of work for your final. That's 10 images of a consistent theme. And that will be, some people pick playgrounds, feet, railroad tracks, flowers. There's a whole bunch of things you'll be coming across throughout the course of this class that you might go, oh, that is my final. And so be comfortable with looking for that as we go through this class. Regular class attendance, as I mentioned before, is crucial. I think criticism is absolutely important for this class, and to be there in person to give and receive that criticism will make you excel as a photographer like nothing else. I'll be assigning one part of history. I have some highlights of history I like to review in class, and you'll be giving a 10-minute presentation and another 1,500-word paper. That's 4 pages on a topic in history. I'm asking you to constantly improve through class. If you're taking a bunch of pictures of each assignment, you cannot help but improve. We all get better when we do things over and over and over again, and photography is definitely reflective of that. A work generally comes from taking 100 pictures or more of any given assignment. People freak out sometimes and say, what do you mean 100 pictures? That's terrible. That's horrible. And what happens with us is that we're all lazy, and we take a coffee mug as your assignment, and you take a couple snaps of a coffee mug, and you fulfill the assignment. Well, if I say that you should take 100 pictures, first you'll take the boring pictures. Then you'll go, oh, I need to get up on it on top with a ladder. I need to put it up on a shelf and shoot down low. I need to put it out in the snow. I need to put it in leaves. All of a sudden, you're doing different things with it that you can go, wow, that's really a vast improvement over the first shots that I took. No flash can be used in this class. We're going to be discussing the details of why no flash is allowed, but definitely no flash is allowed in class. Basics of materials, pretty standard there. Digital camera of some sort, art supplies. Attendance is crucial. That's part of the criticism aspects of this class, and I'll be touching on that some more when we get together in person, but be here. It's very important. It's hard to get a great grade without being here. I'm not going to go into the details of the calendar. That's pretty self-explanatory. Grading. Yes, grading is very important here. With the photographic assignments, you can, no matter what, turn it in on time. Class for us begins at 6 o'clock. I go to the education page, I pull up your Flickr account, and I expect to see the assignment there. Even if they're terrible pictures, doesn't bother me a bit, then you can still earn an A. You can still earn the maximum points of that assignment. If it's not there, then I count down, making it maximum of 90, 80, 70%, depending on how late the assignment is. But if you turn in anything, even if it's not very good, on time, you can reshoot anytime throughout class, all the way up to midnight on the last day of class, and say, here are pictures I want to resubmit. And that's what I'm looking for, is for you to reshoot, to improve constantly. And, one more note on that with that grading. Do not panic the first time you see an exceptionally low grade. I am not mean. I am just trying to encourage you to reshoot. Students in the past, I give a 75 to, a solid C, and they go, oh, a C, that's great enough, and they move on. They never reshoot. They don't get better as a photographer. So I assign, so don't panic when I assign a 30 or 40% to your assignment. What that is saying is, I want you to reshoot. So just understand that going in. Any other questions? You can reach me best by email, jeff@jeffmcsweeney.com. That's jeff@jeffmcsweeney.com. And that's located on your syllabus as well. Thank you.